A very good afternoon everyone. So here is Shikha again with another lecture on Linux. So as you can see, this is the lecture number 44 on storage management topic, and today we will be continuing with the part 12. Okay, one more thing which I would like to tell you, that this is the last lecture on storage management. Okay, after that we will going to move up with the video concept. So for that I recommend you all that you should watch the entire video, as the lecture is very important as the previous one. Okay, so yeah, one more thing, that if you want to know that what we will going to do in today's lecture, so basically the main motive on today's lecture is that we will going to focus how we can migrate our LV from one system to another. If you do remember that on the last lecture I have discussed with you that how you can migrate or move your LV from one PV to another PV, but in today's there is a twist, that how you can migrate your LV from one system to another system. Okay, so it is a bit complicated, so for that do watch the whole video. So let's start it. First we will going to do again a brief of LVM concept, that what we were doing since these days. Okay, so suppose this is the system which you have brought from the market. Now first thing what you will do under your system is that you will set up a hard drive. Okay, so let's assume this is your hard drive named as SDB. Now the second thing what we need to do is that we will going to create this hard drive into a PV. Okay, so we will going to convert this hard drive into a PV. So this is our PV named as dev SDB. Okay, dev SDB. Then after, what we will going to do, we will going to add up this PV into a volume group. So for that we will going to create a volume group named as myVG. I have created a volume group named as myVG. Now it's time to create a logical volume from this volume group. Okay, so we have created a logical volume, or should I say the LV. Okay, and I have provided the name to my LV is that LV1. Okay, so this is the thing which we were doing under the LVM concept. Then after, what we are doing, we will going to format this LV. So suppose I have formatted this LV with the XFS file system, and we have also created a directory for this LV. So suppose we have created a directory named as cloud. Okay, so this is our directory named as cloud, and we have saved the data of etc whole directory. We have copied the whole data of etc directory under this cloud directory. Okay, now the whole data of etc directory is directly mounted with the LV1, because our cloud directory has the data of etc directory, so it is being coming or going to the LV1. Okay, now our LV1 is stored with the etc directory whole data. Now what we will do, so basically the thing which we will going to focus in today's lecture is that how we can migrate our LV from this system number 1 to this system, which is system number 2. Okay, we are able to set up the LV on the system number 1, but now I want to migrate this LV from system number 1 to system number 2, because basically what happens, sometimes it get corrupted or some maybe issue it has been facing. Okay, so that's why I want that my LV should be migrated from the system number 1 to system number 2. Okay, how we can do so? So basically in this type of thing, or in this type of situation, what you need to do, you need to follow these steps what I'm going to telling you. Okay, so the first thing is that you need to remove your hard drive SDB. Okay, and when you remove this hard drive SDB, you will going to add or set up this existing hard drive into the system number 2. Okay, when you remove it from here, you will detect the same hard drive on the system number 2. When it is get detected, then after you will able to get your PV2. Okay, so you will able to mount up your PV2. After that, what we will going to do, in the system number 1, we will make inactive our LV plus VG. And when we make them, both of them inactive, then after we will export our VG. So when we are able to export our VG, we will afterwards, what we will going to do, when the hard drive has been set up and PV has also been mounted, we will import our VG, the same VG. Okay, we will import our VG on the second system, and then after we'll also active our LV. So basically this is the thing which we will going to do. There is nothing much complicated. You just need to understand, remove your hard drive, mount your PV, import VG and active your LV. Then after, you will also create a directory and you will get the whole data. So basically this is the migration process which we will going to do to migrate our LV1 to this system. Okay, we'll also focus on this thing. So now let's understand this in a better way through the practical. So let's come under the VMware workstation. So basically right now my system is getting loaded as it has been removed. So that's why I've also created a new VM. That's why it is being loaded. So let's take a break. Still it is being loaded. So as it has been done with the root loading, let's log in with the root user. Okay, now it is being. So let's open the terminal from here by executing the gnome-terminal command. Okay. So now first we will going to add up the hard drive, set up the hard drive named SGB. Okay. So first let's do it. So just execute lsblk command to check is there any hard drive has already been set up on our system or not. So as you can see here right now there is no hard drive. Let's set up from here. Go to the settings and then come to the CD DVD. Browse it, your CentOS stream it, and after that what we need to do, I forgot. Go to the memory and then add hard disk. Again next, create a new virtual disk, and I'm providing the size 10 GB as my memory is some bit low, that's why. So I'm providing the name for this hard drive LV migration. Okay, so that I will get this hard drive again when I need it. So LV migration finish and then press simply OK. After that what you need to do, just scan it by scanning command so that we'll able to detect our hard drive. Okay, so as you can see, execute the scanning command scsi underscore host and then host1 scan. Execute lsblk command to check is your hard drive has been detected or not. So right now it is not. Let's go to the host 2. Let's do it host 2. Then execute lsblk command. So as we are able to get the hard drive SGB. Okay, now it's time to create this hard drive into the PV. So for that we need to execute the command pv create and the name of your hard drive SDB. Okay, so your PV has been created. Now it's time to create a VG for this PV. So I'm creating VG create, and after that I'm providing the name of my VG is my VG and the name of your PV. Okay, your VG has also been created. Now it's time to create the LV. So I'm creating LV, and the name I'm providing to my LV is LV1 and the size is 1 GB. Okay, LV1 my VG. So your LV has also been created. You can check all of them by executing pvs command to check for the PV, by executing vgs command for the VG, and by executing lvs command for the LV. Okay, now we are able to create all of them. Now it's time to format your LV. So I'm formatting my LV1 with the file system xfs. So for that you need to execute the command mkfs.xfs file system and the name of your LV whole path. So under my VG LV1. So we are able to provide the file system to our LV. We can check by executing blkid command. So as you can see here, this is your LV1 and it has a type XFS. Okay, now it's time to create a directory. So I'm creating the directory named as cloud. So your directory has been created. You can check under /. So cloud. Okay, now let's mount up this directory with the LV1 by executing mount command and the whole path of your LV along with your directory name. So we are able to mount it. We can check by executing df-h as you can see here. Okay, your LV1 is mounted on cloud directory. So afterwards, what we need to do, we will going to add some sort of data under the cloud directory. So let's come under the cloud directory. So let's copy the whole data of etc directory under this directory. So cp-rvf, R for recursive directories, if there is any directory, so it will also copy that, V for verbose, print the message, and F for forcefully. And then after I'm providing the path etc and its whole content under on my current directory. So we are able to copy the content. We can check by executing ls command. So as you can see here. Okay. Now let's come to your home directory. Okay. So we are able to create the PV, VG and the LV2. We are done with all of them. Now it's time to unmount your LV, to migrate your LV from one system to another. So let's unmount our LV by executing unmount command. Unmount whole path of your LV, my VG, LV1. So we can execute df-h. In this command, we will not be able to get the output now for the LV. As you can see here, there is no output for the LV as it is unmounted. Okay, now do one thing more. What you need to do, basically here you need to inactive your LV, your VG, as well as afterwards you will export your VG to remove the hard drive. So let's inactive our LV first. LV change -an for inactivating and the whole path of your LV. Okay, afterwards what you need to do, you need to inactive your VG2. VG change -an and the name of your VG. Okay, now it is inactive. Now it's time to export your VG. VG export my VG. Afterwards, what you need to do, you just need to power off your machine so that you will able to remove your hard drive. So it is being power off. Let's power on it. So till the time it is being powered on, let's pause the video. Okay. Here just again open your terminal. Let's maximize the screen. So now first we will going to execute the lsblk command. So as we can see here that hard drive has also been detected now. Okay, so sometimes it will take time or it will not get detected by the scanning command too, so we can reboot. In such type of situation we can reboot our machine. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to execute pvs command to check is there any pv. So as our pv has already been there, so first we need to execute the command vg import to import our vg, because we have exported our vg. So now it's time to import our vg. Okay, so execute vg import command and your vg name. So as you can see, volume group my vg successfully imported. Now what you need to do, you need to active your lv as well by executing lv change -ay for activating it and the whole path of your lv. Okay, so it has been active. We can make a directory. We can create a directory. So I'm creating a directory named as aws. Okay, so as you can see here, your directory has been created. You can check under / by ls and the /. Okay, so as you can see here, aws directory has been created. Now what you need to do, so basically here we will going to mount up our lv with this directory only. So mount dev my vg lv1 with the aws directory. Okay, now let's come under aws directory, but first let's execute df-h to check is our lv has been mounted with the aws directory or not. So as we can see, our lv has been mounted with the aws directory. Okay, now let's come under aws directory to check the data. Execute ls command. So as you can see, the data has been restored. Okay, so this is the migration of lv from one system to another. Okay, so that's how we migrate our lv from one system to another. So let's come to the screen. So I hope you found this video very helpful, and if you want to know more updates and videos on Linux, then do like, share and subscribe to our channel Technical Cloud Knowledge, and keep updated with me guys. So thanks for watching.